Be careful about what? Pay attention to all things related to appearance, okay? Sometimes when they do their homework, they write things that look really nice, right? But you have to tell them that just looking nice isn't enough. You still need to review your work, right? Whether it's homework you've already done or when you're taking a test, you have to tell them that you must go over it again. It's not just about being neat and pretty, right? Because a lot of the time, they put a lot of effort into the aesthetics. For example, appearance and things like that, 𝐂𝐸 pays special attention to those. So we definitely have to tell 𝐂𝐸 that while appearance is important, we also need to focus on the actual content inside. We shouldn't just spend time on aesthetics and end up overlooking mistakes. If we do this, things will keep getting better. So don't worry about 𝐂𝐸. Their academic performance is actually quite good. Alright, let's see if there are any kids who is 𝐂𝐻𝐻. So let's talk about 𝐂𝐻𝐻. He is quite special because he is a kids who ask question every time. Do you have this at home? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Why? Where did I come from? Yeah, so where did you come from? So many questions. They keep asking and they're really curious about all sorts of new things. You could say they have a boundless sense of exploration. Isn't this kind of kid really interesting? So, you'll notice that a lot of the time, they don't really follow the rules. When they do things, it's because they have their own new ways of trying things out, which is actually quite interesting. We call these kids the exploratory or adventurous type. So as parents, what do we especially need to pay attention to? We need to pay attention to the safety boundaries when they're completing each task. Okay, just make sure they don't cross the safety line. If you give them more room to express themselves, they really might reach new heights or come up with ideas and ways of doing things that you never expected. They'll actually put those into action. So, as we say, the possibilities are endless. Isn't that right? Alright, let's see if any of the kids of Fafa have joined in. Are people typing Fafa in our chat? What about Fafa? Fafa is very quiet and calm. He likes to observe first before making a move. And then what? Then he will persist. He will quietly continue to do things in his own way, working things out internally. So, he tends to talk less and is more steady, the observant type of child. For kids like him, we should spend more time accompanying them, and we don't need to ask them too many questions. Just give them more opportunities. As for Fafa type of child, encourage them to speak up more. What else can we say about him? Beyond that, we truly hope that Fafa will be able to express much more of his rich inner world through the creative outlets of writing or drawing. Yes, Fafa is truly a very special and unique child. He is a deeply observant individual who is also incredibly loving and compassionate toward others. So, what exactly does that mean for his daily life? We constantly notice that absolutely everything he does is carefully aimed at making the entire environment around him a much better place for everyone. His family or his classmates around him or even his teachers, he wants everyone to be happy. So, this child, Fafa, naturally grows up happily and joyfully. Do you understand? We need to provide Fafa with a stable and loving environment because he especially needs to feel that sense of love. We should embrace him with love. Alright then, what about Momo? Are there any children who is Momo? If so, type Momo in the chat. So what are they usually like? Momo is very interesting with an unlimited imagination. He does things very delicately, but remember, he might not be very focused. He wants this and that, wants to do everything, right? He can be easily affected by other people's emotions, can't he? So when it comes to Momo, as long as you speak to him gently, he will be very willing to listen to you and he will incorporate his ideas into your original plan, and then he will come up with even more ways of doing things and new ideas. So we should listen to Momo more. Also, Momo is what we call a leader among children. What does that mean? It means that among all the kids, everyone follows Momo around, right? They all like to go wherever Momo goes, don't they? we notice that some children are what we call leaders among kids, right? Usually boys. We say, hey, he's like a big brother. Even though he's not that old, everyone really likes to follow him. There's nothing particularly special, but yes, he's like the big brother. And for girls, it's the same. Many girls feel, if I follow Momo, this older sister, I feel very safe. So everyone likes to go along with her. This really creates a situation where Momo really knows how to get along with many different children, and he also knows how to lead other kids to accomplish his own ideas. Isn't that quite special? Okay, so we've now briefly introduced the 9 personal energy companion to everyone. It turns out that each different trait is quite unique. So, how can we learn even more? For more details about our personal energy companions and some of the traits of our children, we actually use this I-matrix personality analysis on the iBlooming. In this analysis, we have a kids report, which is a report specifically for children. Inside the report, it also provides detailed information about the child's inner world, their way of communicating, and how they can realize their potential. There are also many valuable suggestions included. We hope that parents can have their children take this test so that our kids can benefit from it. Don't let their innate talents and potential go to waste. At different ages, as mentioned at the beginning, it's important to know how to communicate more effectively with our children. This applies to the relationship between parents and children, between children themselves, or between teachers and children. In this way, we can build a strong foundation for these relationships. It's about building a sense of trust among everyone. We must understand one thing: children need to be healthy, not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually. In this report, we also address aspects of children's health and their mindset. The goal is to help them develop better, unleash their potential, and grow up healthy. Alright, so at the same time, we also have something else. As for the app, for our friends using Android, I believe you can all install this free app, right? For those using iOS, we're also really looking forward to it. Right now, it could be released at any time, so ladies and gentlemen who's using Apple phones should get ready. Once this app is available, let's download it right away. Okay? This app. It has a lot of features to offer everyone. Every day, it will provide you with an energy index, and through I-matrix, it will also let each of you know which energy type you belong to. Every day, it also gives some suggestions and very practical daily actions. For example, today, it might recommend what kind of vegetables are suitable for you, or what else. What will there be today? Flowers, and also, we suggest listening to something today. Hey there, don't you think it is incredibly important to have some high-quality music that can really help to further boost your energy levels throughout the day? We are talking about this specific frequency, right? So, because of that, we have carefully provided tailor-made for you as well. In addition to the music, there are also some helpful daily suggestions for your personal relationships and for your professional work life. Furthermore, through this iBlooming platform, we can share valuable insights with everyone and help you learn about many different and interesting things from all around the world. Don't be afraid of our instructors' courses. They're really very meaningful, so I hope you won't miss out on them. Alright, to wrap up, I just want to summarize a bit. Remember, children have unlimited potential. We must never believe just a few words from outsiders that might lead to misunderstandings about the child or give them a negative impression. Instead of labeling them, what we hope is to let children, through iBommie, discover aspects of their personality and their innate talents, at least one part of them. We want to help them fully develop their strengths so that they can build self-confidence, both in learning and in their relationships with others, fostering love and kindness. We also hope that they can practice good deeds every day, and even more so. In a space where they can grow up happily, they'll keep getting better and better, right?